Hello my student, it's me again, Madam Gracious Kanzeni from Educare Tanzania. Welcome for our chemistry session today. We are going to proceed with our amazing topic, which is elements, compounds, and the mixture. And in the previous session, we have already covered our first subtopic, which is all about elements and their symbols. So today we are moving to the second subtopic, which is all about compounds and the mixture. Now, welcome to start our subtopic. Our subtopic is compounds and the mixtures. Now, what does compound mean? When we talk about compound, it's a pure substance that is made up of more than one element in a chemical combination. This is the substance ambayo iko made up of two or more substances which are combined together. For instance, sugar, salt, and water. And in this combination, they are always in a fixed ratio. What does it mean? For instance, we have the carbon dioxide. In carbon dioxide, you see we have the two oxygen gas in one carbon, and also in the combination of the water, we have two molecules of water in one oxygen. So they are in a fixed ratio. They are specific. Also, in this compound, they are always separated by chemical means. We can't separate it physical, while there is a chemical reaction should be involved so as to separate these compounds or this combination of these compounds. Let us see the properties of compound. Sifa za compound. Compound zina sifa gani? The first is compound can be seen separated. Cannot be seen separated. Kwamba hatuwezi kuziona compound which are combined together are separate. We can't see the oxygen itself or hydrogen itself, but we can see them in a combination. For instance, we have carbon dioxide and the water compound, which are cannot be seen separated to each other. Another is constituent element can be separated by chemical means, kwamba component zake hauwezi kuziseparate katika hali ya kawaida until you apply the chemical means, is where you can able to separate them. Another is constituent elements have different ratio. As we have seen in our example of combination there, we have two oxygen gas in one carbon, and also in water molecule or water compound we have two hydrogen in one oxygen, so are in a fixed ratio. Also, its properties differ from its constituent element, kwamba sifa zake zinatofautiana na component za element of their element. Sifa za compound zinatofautiana na component za element ambazo zimeform hiyo compound or your combination. Now let us see about the mixture. By definition, what does mixture mean? Mixture is a physical combination of two or more substances in any ratio. So here means that there is no fixed ratio, and also it is a physical combination. Means that even you can do it. You can take a different substance, and combine each other. For instance, we have the combination between mud and water. So this is very common. That's why we say it is a physical combination. And also we can have the mixture of sand and salt. But also we can have the mixture of oil and water. For instance, also we have the mixture of maize and sand. These are examples of physical combination of substances which we call it a mixture. Note that the mixture, they are separated physical, kwamba zenyewe zinakuwa separated physical. How? We shall see in next sessions the methods which can be used in separating different mixtures. Tutaona jinsi ambavyo hata wewe ukiwa nyumbani au ukiwa shuleni unaweza ukapractice kutumia hizo method kufanya separation ya mchanganyiko wa vitu mbalimbali. Now, there is a types of mixture. What are they? There is two types of mixture, which are homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Let us start with the homogeneous mixture. When we talk about homogeneous mixture, means that things or this substance is uniform. What does it mean? They have the same composition, the same appearance, the same properties. When we talk about homogeneous mixture, we all mean those mixtures with the same composition, the same appearance, and the properties. For instance, when you take the mixture of salt and water, Once you take salt and you dissolve it in water, actually your solution will be uniform, will be the same in appearance. You can see if it is colorless of water, you will observe. And also, if you take the sugar and dissolve it in water, actually your solution, or your mixture will be homogeneous. Now, another types of mixture is heterogeneous. When we talk about heterogeneous, we are talking about the different things. So, mean that here the mixture is not uniform. There is different appearance, different composition, and their properties also differ to each other. For it, the example between a mixture of water and sand. This one is the heterogeneous because they are not uniform. Let us see their properties. Mixture ina sifa zipi? First one, mixture can be seen separated, kwamba you can see there, you can observe kwamba unaweza ukaseparate mchanga na maji, au matope na maji. Unaweza ukachuja tope ukapata that muddy and you can get water separate, so you can see it separated directly. Their constituent element can be separated by physical means. And when we talk about physical means, it means you can apply on your own without involving chemical reactions. Another property is that constituent elements have no defined ratio. Kwamba hapa tuna involve a ratio, a combination of ratios. So no fixed ratio that this is 2, this is 1. No, it is no defined ratio. When formed involve physical change, kwamba wakati ambapo his mixtures zinakuwa zina formed zina involve physical changes. It is properties same from its constituent element, kwamba sifa zake zenyewe zinafanana na zile component zake au constituent element zake. Now let us see the short table which show or summary up the difference between compound and mixture. Compound cannot be seen separated as I've told, kama nilivyowaambia kwamba hii hapa inakuwa ni difficult to separate. So mixture, while mixture can be seen separated, constituent element cannot be separated by chemical means. While compound, their constituent element can be separated by chemical means, while in the mixture can be separated by physical means. Another is constituent elements have defined ratio, while in the mixture no defined ratio. Any ratio can be involved in a combination to form a mixture. While in compound, when formed involve chemical change, while in the mixture involve physical change. And finally, in a compound, its properties differ, while you can see in the mixture their properties are the same. This is just a summary of the table which show the difference between the compound and the mixture. Now let us see the concept of solution. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of 2 or more substances. Kwamba hii hapa ni homogeneous mixture, mchanganyiko ambao ni homogeneous in the same way of the 2 or more substances. What are those substances we are talking here? We are talking about solvent and the solute. Now, what does solvent mean and what does solute mean? Let us see. The solvent is a substance dissolve the other substance, which is solute. Kwamba solvent ni kile kitu ambacho chenyewe kinayeyusha substance nyingine, ambayo substance tunaita solute, ile ambayo inayeyushwa. And when we talk about solute now is a substance dissolved by other substance. Kwamba hii yenyewe ndio ile ambayo sasa inayeyushwa na substance nyingine, ambayo substance inayeyusha tunaita solvent. It's very easy. Example of solute and solvent is mixture of sugar and water to form a solution. Kwamba una mchanganyiko wa sugar na water, sukari na maji. So there you will have your solution. Yes, now in order to know that in your solution we have say involve the solvent is solvent. Now from our solution, what is the solute, what is the solvent? Sugar is a solute. Why? Because it's the one which dissolved. And the water is a solvent because yenyewe ndio kitu ambacho kimeyeyusha ile sukari. Another example, you can say mixture of salt and water, the same. Here you will have solution. After there you will determine that solute was a solute, salt was a solute and the water was a solvent. Types of solution. There are 3 types of solutions, including unsaturated, saturated, and supersaturated solution. When we talk about unsaturated solution, what does it mean? Unsaturated solution is the solution that can dissolve more solids at a given temperature. Kwamba yenyewe at a given temperature ina dissolve ilo solid to the extent. That's why it's called unsaturated. But when we come into saturated solution, hapa kunakuwa na the same ratio kwamba the saturated solution is the solution that cannot dissolve more solid at a given temperature. More addition that kama ni maji kiasi fulani cha maji kwenye kikombe, umeweka sukari pale, ile sukari imeshakuwa dissolved to the extent ya ile solution yako, ile solvent iliyoko. So once you add more, it can't because of the limited temperature of this solution. So yenyewe inakuwa kama sukari imekolea, inakuwa no addition there. It can't dissolve more solid. Ndio utakuta pale kama sukari umeizidisha kwenye kiwango fulani cha maji, unashangaa inabakia chini, yani inabakia haiendelei dissolve because it is in the limited temperature or a given temperature. And when we talk about a super saturated solution, here it means that it can dissolve more solid more than unsaturated solution, whereby saturated solution is the solution that temporarily holds more solid than the saturated solution at a given temperature. It tends to hold those solids. Now let us see the application of saturation. How these saturations can be applicable in our daily life or in our area in the school. So we can see that the saturation is used in separating certain mixture in the laboratory. Wakati kule tukua kwenye maabara tukifanya baadhi ya separation of the mixture or of the different chemicals, we can see this saturation, it is involved to see at this given temperature if this dissolve or not, or it require addition of the solute or not. Another is in extracting some minerals such as common salt inakuwa sea water. We know that in the sea water is where we can get the salt. So during extracting these minerals, ambayo ni sodium chloride, which is normal salt, is where we can apply this content of saturation, whereby you can know that there is excess salt or not, or we can have amount of salt due to this, due to kwa uwepo wa kiwango fulani cha ile chumvi iliyoko kwenye maji. Now let us see the classification of solution in the state of matter. Kwamba the solution can be classified according to the states of matter. Solution can be solid, liquid or gas. Eventually the salt and solvent can exist in 3 states of matter. Kwamba kama solution inaweza ikawa classified katika categories of matter ambazo tunazungumzia katika liquid form, solid form and gaseous form. Now in the solution is where we get the solvent and solute. Now it means that solute and solvent can exist also in the states of matter, where it means can exist in the solid state, liquid state and the gaseous state. Consider the table as follow. Consider the table here. This is our table which show the existence of solvent and solute in the 3 states of matter. We can have here solute samples. Now we can have a solvent. This is the examples. So you can see solute as a solid, solute as a solid or liquid, and also at a gas. Also you can see solvent can exist in gas, liquid and solid are the same as usual. So for example, kwa mfano tukiangalia solute akiwa ameexist kama solid and solvent akiwa ameexist kama gas, here tuna naphthalene, slow sublime in air to form the solution. Vile vile solute and solvent akiwa ameact kama solid na solvent ameact kama liquid, we have example here is the sugar in water and the salt in water. But also solute at the same time akiwa ameact as the liquid, but the solvent act as the liquid, we have ethanol. Ethanol here we can have alcohol in water, in various hydrocarbons in each other, things like that. Also solute akiwa exist as a gas, at the same time solvent exists as a gas, we have the oxygen and the other gases in air. Yeah, this is just a table summary which can show that on how the solute and the solvent exist in three states of matter, in liquid form, solid form, and the gaseous form. Now let us see the uses of solvent or this solution. Solvent can be used in wide range, especially in homes, and usually in home used in cleaning. Why in cleaning? Simply because it forms a solution with the dirt ambayo ni solute. Tunatumia